With boys volleyball, the 16 East Penn Conference field getting underway last night. Top seeds Northampton and Whitehall earning byes, while 3-seed Parkland hosted number 7 Freedom. And across town, 4th seed Emmaus welcoming number 5 Easton. With more on who's moving on to the semifinals on Wednesday, Courtney DuPont and Cassie Schmidt have highlights from the quarterfinal round.
The Trojans would see just 4 matches this season go the full 5 sets, one of those in a victory against Freedom back on April the 13th. Determined, though, to get this one done in 3 as Parkland came out on fire in set 1. An early 9-0 run by the Trojans would set up their largest lead of the night. Parkland in front by 14. Matt Bauer playing a large role during that span as they'd have the 18-4 advantage. Then the block on the left side by Lucas Dashikevich makes it 24-13 Trojans. Bauer and Dashikevich pacing the home team with 10 kills on the night. Chase Robbins will get the finish, though, off the kill from the right side. Trojans take set 1 easily, 25-13 the final. Freedom bringing the energy in set 2. Nylon Gupta's kill ties things at 2 early on. And even though Parkland would have a lead of 6, up 20-14, Pate's not going away so easy. Using an 8-2 run, they'll tie it up at 22 apiece, and they'll even have game point up 24-23 off the Austin Hofford block. But Parkland finding a way in the end. The block by Owen Rogers seals it as Trojans will take set 2, 28-26. Even though Freedom would keep it close early in the third, Parkland using a 12-1 run midway through to extend its lead to as much as 13. Robbins would make it 24-13 Trojans as they will take it in 3 sets, winning the third 25-14.
But we just really want to get a hot start to start our playoff run. And it's always a tough team, Freedom. They took us to 5 last time, and we just want to prepare to go deep and make a run.
Whitehall had won both of the regular season meetings against Parkland this year, but the biggest takeaway for the Trojans was in that second meeting when they were up 2-0 and would allow Whitehall to come back and win it in 5. They would attribute that to a lack of energy, something that will be a major focus for Parkland headed into this third matchup.
I think it's all about energy and our passing. If we keep our energy up, don't get down on ourselves when we make a mistake, and just keep on playing hard.
Well, we definitely learned a lot, but I think we need to keep up because we won the first 2 during Whitehall our second time, and we kind of just slowed down, so we need to keep up the energy and everything.
Volleyball is a very emotional sport, like anything else is, and when we played them at their place, it was a huge crowd. When we played them here, it was a big crowd. It's the league playoffs, so I'm expecting the playoff atmosphere to kind of settle in on both sides. There could be nerves on either side as well, and we gotta just get in and play our game, be communicating to each other, putting each other in good situations to score points and to make the runs that really were effective for us tonight.
And with more on the 4-5 matchup between Emmaus and Easton, here's Courtney DuPont.
Emmaus, looking to defend their EPC title, knew better than to take the 5th-seeded Rovers lightly after narrowly topping Easton twice during the regular season. And last night, the Rovers proved to be a worthy opponent once more. In the first set, Easton's Shane Harrington provided the kill that put the Rovers up 2-0, but Emmaus' libero Zach Boz recorded back-to-back aces to even the score. Ultimately, though, the Rovers took the set 25-18 after senior Aiden Fleming delivered this kill and Emmaus committed an error for game point. Easton came out strong again, earning a 3-0 lead after back-to-back kills from Fleming and 6'6" middle hitter Chris Meller. The two boys led the way, with Meller recording 5 kills in Easton's 25-21 triumph in the second. Down 2-0, the Green Hornets knew they had to dig deep, and that's exactly what they did. Emmaus firing on all cylinders, dominated the third set 25-11 with this block from Noah Parker serving as the final blow. Emmaus continued to rally, taking the fourth set 25-18 as well, and that meant Easton and Emmaus were tied at 2 sets apiece for the third time this season. The two teams played tight through the first couple of points, but a block from Austin Martellucci was the turning point that made the score 6-5 Rovers. Justin Caceres came up with the kill after that, accompanied by another kill from Meller. Easton did keep it interesting, but eventually went on to take the final set 15-11, marking their 14th victory of the season.
Yeah, we just, wanted to keep the crowd on their toes a little bit and, have a little fun, keep pounding the ball and getting the kills, and that's pretty much all we can do.
Going into 5 and beating them felt amazing. A lot of the times we were just down mentally and down in the graves mentally, but just getting out of that is what we need to win most of the time.
Easton may have lost to Emmaus twice during the regular season, but the Red Rovers all agree that they're happy with their 1-2 record, seeing as it means they will advance in the EPC tournament.
We need to keep the energy we've had since Whitehall, just keep that energy up, and we will be playing with any of these top teams in PA.
At the end of the day, we just put our minds in it. We get each other up instead of giving each other negative comments. And that's just the hardest part, keeping our heads up. But once we do that, we can achieve anything.
From Emmaus High School for the Service Electric Network, I'm Courtney DuPont.
All right, thank you, Cassie and Courtney. So the top half of the bracket is where Easton will continue its run. The 5th-ranked Red Rovers next facing top seed Northampton. The 17-1 K-Kids winners of 12 consecutive matches since their lone 3-2 setback to Parkland back on April 6th. Northampton sweeping all but one opponent during that stretch. That was Freedom, including Easton back on April 8th. The Red Rovers' only in-district loss since then came to Emmaus in a 5-set thriller 2 weeks ago. They've won 6 straight, including that big one last night. So 5-1 at the top of the bracket, a 2-3 showdown at the bottom. As Cassie mentioned, a third meeting between rivals Parkland and Whitehall. The Zephyrs swept in their regular season finale by Northampton, who was idle last night with that bye. Whitehall twice beating the Trojans in the regular season 3-1, that first match of the season, and then in dramatic fashion 3-2 in late April. So getting closer and closer as the season goes along. Zeph's outside hitter Tori Tyson named league MVP last week. The 4 teams still in contention for the championship, accounting for 6 of the 7 first-team EPC honorees. That semifinal doubleheader set for 5 and 7 Wednesday at William Allen, and the championship game on Friday. We'll have that one live for you here on SEN.